Hello Fire Her fam, this is Shannon Rice-Muruli, and I'm so excited that we are launching our Fire Her interviews. And the woman that I'm going to introduce you today is a mover and a shaker here in Dallas, Texas. She owns the Spa Bar, which we're sitting in her nice facility here today. And this is a place where you can have, your destination type parties and VIP events. And so she's going to tell you a little bit more about how she got started, but most importantly, how she continues to fire her, that part of her that has possibly tried to hold her back as well. So I'm going to turn the mic over to Miss Fatesta Bateman, and she's going to start off telling us a little bit about how you got started and what brought you to this type of entrepreneur journey.
Well, thank you so much,
You're
Shannon.
welcome.
I'm really excited to be here today. I started in a corporate background, corporate America background. I worked for a big IT industry company for 13 years. And I basically I always knew that I was going to do something great. I just didn't know in what capacity. And I knew that I loved entrepreneur stuff and doing things that are exciting. And I knew that I was going to be doing something more than being behind a desk every day. And I really wanted to go after it and really conquer it. I just didn't really know what it was at the time, but I knew it was going to be something.
Absolutely.
And I decided to go to business school. I went to business school. After business school, I really was kind of going, I have all this education, but am I doing anything with it? Because I was in sales.
Okay.
And although sales, it takes a lot of tenacity and it takes a lot of go-getterness, and I had all of that, but I just felt like I was going to school for nothing almost. And I sometimes felt like I was sitting along people who didn't have degrees in some cases, but they were still doing very well. But again, I just wanted to be doing something in another capacity. So I thought long and hard about this and decided to quit my corporate job after 13 years.
13 years.
13 years.
That's a big jump. That is a big jump.
Yes. I got to the point to where, I was praying in the parking lot. Praying in the parking lot. I said, Lord, please let me get through this day. Please let me get through this day. And I didn't feel good about the position anymore. I didn't feel good about where I was. I didn't feel good about the space. I love the people still. I love the culture, and I love everything that I got from that experience. But it was for me just time to move into another direction.
Well, what I think is so interesting, first and foremost, praying in the parking lot, we all can relate to that. And I think, a lot of the women who are currently in corporate America or working for a company who are kind of right there, they're probably praying right now looking at this video. What advice could you give them, before they actually get out and make the big jump? Because one of the things that I kind of had going through my mind, and some of you all probably do as well, is, I don't want to work for anybody anymore. And the thing about the flip side to that, though, is, as an entrepreneur, you really do work for other people because it's about serving more people. So, coming from IT, where you probably had a little bit of, alone time, well, you were in sales, so you know kind of how it works. But can you talk about how you have to switch your mindset to be more of a, people-oriented person and be ready to serve at all times, before you launch that business? Hello. Wasn't that an amazing introduction to the Fire Her interviews? Absolutely, right? And so I know you're probably like, why was it stopped? Well, this is the thing, ladies. We really want you to have an opportunity to digest each important area of the interviews that are conducted. And so we're going to break them up so that you can get a little bit each and every week. And then we're going to pause it so that you can listen more and be more in tune to one question or one piece of advice that the women are going to be sharing with you. But on top of that, we want to make sure that you are able to focus in on your Fire Her weekend assignment as well. And so this is your weekend assignment based on the very first introduction of our Fire Her interviews. Fatesta talked about how she pretty much went through a process of finding out, why was it that she you know, she was in this great job and she had been there for 13 years, but there was something calling her to be greater, something calling her to be more, right? And so she pretty much had to find her why. She had to figure out why was this thing pulling at her. And so you may be right there right now. You may be the woman in the cubicle or in a corporate environment, and yeah, you're doing well, and you know you can see possibilities for you to advance in that environment, but there's something else calling you. There's something else that you just can't seem to get out of your mind and out of your head and out of your heart. As a matter of fact, it may even be haunting you, right? You may be the woman praying in the parking lot, and if that's you, then I really want you to think about your why this weekend. Even if you have launched and you're not where you want to be, think about your why this weekend, because the more you know why, it's not how, it's not what, it's why you want to do what it is you want to do with your new business startup. The more you'll be able to stay connected, the more you'll be able to stay in it to win it when the times get hard and when you really don't know all the answers, but you're still willing to take action because your why is just that big. And most importantly, knowing your why will help you fire her. That part of you that will continue to try and hold you back as you focus in more on the things that you want to achieve. So knowing your why is vital. And so that is your Fire Her weekend assignment. I look forward to connecting with you all next week so you can hear more from Fatesta Bateman with the Spa Bar right here in Dallas, Texas. With that, ladies, have a great weekend, and I'll connect with you soon. Your Fire Her coach, Shannon Rice-Muruli. Bye-bye.